Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a good surprise. We are back with another FSD supervised video. So we are on version 12.5.1.3, I think. Yeah, that's the one that we want. So a lot happened. We were on version 12.3.6 and we went straight to version 12.5.1.3. This is a car with hardware 4. So very excited to continue to make videos. So let's see how this is going to do. And I've got some waypoints over here, and I've already preset this up. This is downtown Calgary. So if you folks like this kind of video, please hit like and please subscribe to my channel. It'll help me a lot. So starting by activating FSD over here, and I do have active monitoring. So I am taking off my sunglasses just so that it continues to monitor that I am paying attention and I don't need to touch the wheel anymore. Hopefully you've got a nice view of the wheel over here. I'll try not to touch it as much as I can, but I can't promise 100% not doing that because I'm still used to version 12.3.6 where we've got wheel nags. So there we go. So we've got some pedestrians crossing. We've got traffic here, cross traffic. So I'm starting it the same way that I did in my previous tests for downtown, but yeah, I changed the route a little bit more so that it's a little bit more interesting. So we have vision occluded over here because of traffic. I mean, because of parked vehicles, and yeah, we are we are kind of like in the first lane now. This is kind of a little bit rogue. So if anyone wants to turn in left over here, we're kind of stopping them from doing that. Yeah, this is not a very ideal situation. So if you can see on the screen, there's parked cars all over here. And yeah, I'm just checking out for traffic. I'm going to see if anyone's going to signal to turn left. Otherwise, I am going to probably disengage over here. It's funny enough, version 12.3.6 never actually did this. It creeped into the middle of the first lane. And it's clear traffic right now. So yeah, and there's the accelerator. And there we go. So folks, let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this? If traffic's coming in from this side and wants to turn into my lane, that's kind of not very good that I'm in the middle of the first lane like that. It's just waiting for traffic to stop. So here we've got a right turn coming up. And yeah, if you folks have any ideas for tests coming up, we know that snow is coming soon to Canada, so I will be testing in snow conditions as well. That'll be very interesting to see how version 12.5 is going to do in snow-covered streets. So if you want to watch that, please stay tuned and please hit the subscribe and the notification button so that you get notified whenever videos drop. I will be also doing a few parking scenarios with the park assist and or the auto park with vision only as well, since this is a hardware 4 capable vehicle. Okay. So far so good. So with the set automatic speed, you can see we are at 46 kilometers per hour, but the speed is actually 50. This is actually okay. It's comfortable. It is a little bit on the lower side. I am on average. I am set on average over here. Ooh, and we're kind of like going through that and not stopping for that pedestrian. I would have stopped personally, but that was a little bit weird. Okay, so we have a left turn coming up here. I'm just going to edit my trip and remove 2. And it's telling me to pay attention, and since I'm looking at the screen here. So we have a yield green sign over here. We are turning left on this road. And yeah, there's no incoming traffic, so this has to be smooth. Yeah, this is a one-way road, so we are picking the first or second lane, let's say. I would have done the same thing, to be honest. It does want to change to this lanes, but unfortunately, we're going to have to move because you can see there's traffic in front of us. So this is going to be interesting how it's going to handle it. There you go. We got the green light. We are going to boost our way into the second lane over here. Yeah, this is what I would have done, to be honest, if I did the mistake of taking the first lane where there's parked vehicles. It is slowing down for that pedestrian on our left hand side. That's the main reason. Yeah, another boost here at the traffic light is going to change lanes here, but unfortunately that's not a good move as well, because we do need to be, these are parked vehicles over here, so we're gonna have to move our way to the right lane. Yeah, and there's the signal. Yeah, that's not, so it thinks these vehicles are going to move, so let's give it a little bit of benefit of a doubt and see if it's going to actually change lanes here, if it does realize that these cars are parked. I'm not gonna take too long for this. Just gonna wait till traffic is clear. It doesn't seem like it wants to change its mind. These are some things that used to do way better in version 12.3.6. Oh, actually, there we go. It's turning right, but the signal is still left. If you can see on the screen, that's interesting. Hey, okay, it's gonna slow down here. Oh, we've got the yellow light, but it's gonna push through this. A little bit too slow here. If it's actually going to try and catch that yellow, it should go a little bit more faster. Interesting. Not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, it should really indicate that it's going to turn to the second lane, and instead of keeping the left indicator over there behind those parked vehicles. Okay, we're going ahead straight over here. Another issue here with the parked vehicles in front of us. It should really notice these things. It used to do way better in the previous versions around these things. But yeah, here we go. It's indicating and it's turning to this lane again. So yeah, this is not ideal, to be honest. It's done this a few times now. Mind you, I didn't intervene or disengage, but I mean, if I'm actually driving, I would be doing that. Here, I'm gonna take off this waypoint here and hit done. It's taking a minute to just for the navigation here to readjust. Maybe I need to change that navigation a little bit. It's saying pay attention to the roads. It's noticing that I'm looking at the map. Okay, so we've got a bike lane. We've got a little bit of construction here on the left-hand side. It does pretty good in making sure that there's no bikers or anything on those lanes. So, and it's kind of creeping up to the left-hand side as much as possible. Yeah, so it's clear right now. It's just creeping forward just in order to get some visibility. And there we go. It completes the maneuver very nicely. So I tend to do these tests in downtown on FSD just so that we can get a little bit more blend of more signage, more pedestrians, more complex environments that it has to maneuver around, and it makes it more interesting to see how it actually reacts to those things. So yeah. Right now in front of us, once this is green, and there we go, we're gonna go straight forward. We have a 30-kilometer speed zone over here. This is a playground zone, and let's see if it honors it. It doesn't even detect it, so you can see the maximum speed on the display shows as 50. Flashing lights for pedestrians over here. It actually goes through that very nicely. I was thinking it might actually slow down or go to a complete stop. We've seen that in previous versions. Okay, so it's going to do a right turn over here. It's telling me to pay attention to the road. That's a nice looking Porsche. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that waypoint over here. And this is a nice tight squeeze over here next to a car. We've seen previous versions do this very nicely as well. There's a cyclist next to us. This is very good. It's doing very well. This is I'm happy with this performance, to be honest. Now we have a right turn over here on a busy street, and then we're gonna have to creep forward a little bit after the stop. And yeah, it's clear on the left, so we should be able to just blend into the traffic over here. In some cases, also just like the car in front of us, it's giving out a gap for traffic on the right hand side coming up over here. In some instances, in version 12.3.6, they used to do this a lot. Just give a nice big space for traffic to turn in. Um, yeah, I wonder if version 12.5 does the same thing. So it'll be interesting to see. Unfortunately, it might not be in this video, but in future tests. Okay, so we've got the green light in front of us. The car in front of us is going to start closing in that gap, and we're going to go straight forward. Yeah, a lot of folks also have been mentioning how smooth this version is. To be honest, I find it as smooth as version 12.3.6. I don't find it like alarmingly any difference or anything like that. It's not really honoring the box, the X box that we've seen on the street in front of us here. That's for just turning traffic so that they have enough space. I feel like it's a little bit too close to or like right over the border of it, so I might have not seen it properly. So that's one thing interesting to note. And we've got the green light, and the car takes off instantly. Got another green light over here. And we should be turning left over here. So there are a few pedestrians on the left-hand side, as you can see on the screen, and it's just clear right now. So we should be able to make this maneuver. And there we go. Very good. Well done. And if you folks like this video, please hit like and please subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification button so you can be notified whenever another video drops. I'll be putting out a lot of FSD videos very shortly over here. Very weird here. It kind of like stopped a little bit early, uh, more earlier than the usual. I'm not too sure why, but there are pedestrians. Maybe that kind of triggered it. Interesting. So yeah, this is a blended road where you have cyclists and pedestrians and cars at the same time. We've got two different biking lanes at this intersection as well. They should be honoring the same traffic system. And there we go. We've got the green light and no pedestrians. It's clear. I'm gonna edit my trip here just to remove the. Go to the next one. I just have to. It's just the. I'm just trying to hit the try to like put some torque on the some force in the wheel just out of habit here. I'm still not used to just staring forward after looking at the screen, so that I can so that it notices that I'm monitoring, I'm paying attention to the street or to the road. We've got the green light here. So right now we've got a little bit of construction on the right hand side. This is kind of like a skewed intersection, as you can see on the screen. So it will be interesting to see how if it's good to do this without a indicator, which it shouldn't, to be honest. And we've seen before in version 12.3.6 and previous versions, it does indicate when you've got a little bit of a curve on an intersection. So hopefully it's way better in this version. Okay, so we've got the green light, no indicator, so it's not confusing anyone, and straight takeoff, very smooth and nice acceleration. Very happy with this. We've got another tight street over here with some construction on the right hand side. very nice, beautiful sunny day today. I've been looking at the screen a lot, so it's now saying to pay attention. So I'm looking straight forward, so it should stop. There we go, it stopped. It's funny enough, sometimes when you're on a turn, you have to like bend forward and look to your left or to your right. So you're not really paying attention straight to in front of you. And it does actually say you need to pay attention to the road at that time. There's a green light. It should honor this. And yeah, there we go. And it's starting to accelerate now. We've got a right turn coming up. And yeah, that concludes our test. So let me know, folks, what do you think about this route? If it's good. Yeah, let me just put some force on the wheel, and it's going to creep forward here. It doesn't say there's no right on red, so this is good to go here. So I hope you folks like this video, and yeah, please stay tuned for more coming soon on version 12.5. I'm very excited to showcase more of this version and make some more videos. And yeah, if you folks have any interesting scenarios, I know someone was requesting about speed humps, that it doesn't see them anymore. Yeah, so it's going a little bit too fast here, so I'm going to actually disengage. Yeah, because the maximum speed limit's 40 and it's going over 50, so that wasn't really good. So that was that disengagement that you guys was after like we finished the route. So interesting, hey? So one disengagement on this. I'm actually gonna call it because there's a few scenarios there in this drive where if I'm driving without filming, without trying to make sure if it's actually going to do anything, like when it's parked behind parked cars and it's waiting for them, and it's like, well, at that point I would have disengaged myself if I'm driving by myself. But yeah, for the sake of testing, I'm trying to push it to its extremes and see if it's actually gonna get out of those sticky scenarios. So hope you folks like this video. I'll stop ranting right now, and we'll see you in the next one. Hope you folks have a nice day.